Mavic Mini 1. Perfect for me by all aspects, with a few caveats. And that's what I think you guys need to address to make the Mavic Mini 2 the real Maverick of the skies. Well, for people like me at least. Okay, let's get into it. Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. We're here to talk about something that most drone enthusiasts should be excited about, right? And it is the prospects or the possibility of the Mavic Mini 2. That is going to be a big deal, I think so at least. So this is the first one, the Mavic Mini 1. This drone changed everything for me. I'm a photojournalist and I utilize drones to give me a different point of view, to help my story along, to give the reader or viewer a different perspective that I usually wouldn't be able to give them. The first thing that you guys need to fix is the camera. This drone should have never been released without 4K. I don't understand who signed off on that, who missed the paperwork, who didn't say that it actually said maximum resolution of 2.7K, but it should have had 4K. You guys use the same sensor that was used in the Mavic Air, which was probably out like a year or two before this drone was introduced to the market, and that could be 4K. So why in God's name wouldn't you allow something that's coming out 2 years later to do the same? As well as to extend at that same point, it can't record raw photos. For shame. Fix it. I think you guys actually did something that should be possible here with the Phantom 3 standard. You guys actually were able to push a firmware update that allowed the camera to start giving raw photos. So maybe that's something that you guys could explore that would kind of give existing Mavic Mini users a little bump. You know, I'm sure we'd all appreciate it. I know I definitely would. Not that it would change my mind from getting the Mavic Mini 2, because 4K, you know. The next issue that I have with the Mavic Mini 1 that would need to be addressed is how these guys speak to each other. Now, we have here the controller and the drone. Both of these guys communicate using Wi-Fi. Though a practical and inexpensive means of getting it done, I just think that realistically we need OcuSync. I think the range on this is maybe about 4 kilometers. I need more. It's not enough for my use case scenarios. There are instances where I fly beyond the range of what I need and then I get transmission breaks. I can't see, I can't properly compose my shot, and I think I'm one place and then when it skips and picks up I'm actually farther than I thought I was. It's not ideal. I really think that OcuSync ought to be the way. I don't think that we should still be doing Wi-Fi drones anymore. The size of the drone and the size of the controller. I've seen a few people say that they would actually like if you guys switch this out to something like what you have on the Mavic Air 2. I totally disagree. I do not want that. It's too big. The main thing that makes this drone so amazing is the small footprint. I mean, look how tiny it is. I mean, let me just fold this back up real quick. The drone is practically almost the same size as the controller. The controller is a bit big, of course, but you know, like, why would I want this to be bigger? Now, as a photojournalist where I'm on the road with, maybe I'm carrying two D850s, 124 to 70, 70 to 200, and a 16 to 35, plus a flash. Point is, I don't want to have to carry another bigger bag. I just want these to go in a small pouch, and I can put that pouch into my already existing kit. The next thing now is essentially along the same lines of argument that I had about the controller size, but it's in relation to the drone. Now, as we recall, the major selling point about the Mavic Mini 1 is it's ultra light, 249 grams. What that means is you are beneath the threshold that requires you to register and request permission from the authorities where drones are concerned. And for someone like me, where I have no idea what my assignments are sometimes until 10, 15, 20 minutes before. Not always the case, but there are cases where you literally find out last minute, you know. And it would suck to know that I'm unable to fly because I got a last minute notice about an assignment and the shot would be a drone shot and I can't do it because I can't request permission, or there wouldn't be enough time for me to request the permission. I wouldn't get it granted in time. by using the DJI Global website. That would suck. With this, all of that process is a non-issue for me. Anyway, keep the size. Don't go for the 249 grams. I don't know what that means. I don't know if all of these requests that I'm asking would mean that it would increase in weight. I don't know, but I really ideally don't want it to pass that. Alright, next up is something that highly disappointed me when I just bought this drone, and that was the fact that you guys did not give me active track. Why was there no active track, DJI? No, the Mavic Air, which again is older than this by at least 2 years, has active track. Why not? And then, to my surprise, recently I saw a news article about the guys over by Lychee that their new beta of their app gives the DJI or unlocks the real potential of the Mavic Mini. It gives it the ability to do active track, to do waypoint flight missions, among other things, which clearly means that it was definitely possible because they're doing that strictly through software. Come on, you don't need to cap us in the knees to secure. I have no idea what you're trying to do really. I mean, I'd have paid if it was that you're going to charge us more for it, because this app costs $22.99, which I gladly bought on 2 devices. Give us the ability to do waypoint missions as well as active track, because for me, I'm a one-man band, and for majority of my assignments I'm traveling alone, or my personal projects I'm traveling alone. So for me to get like transitional aerial shots to show that I'm leaving one location and heading to the next, it's really difficult for me to do it. But with the new updates or the beta app for Lychee or the Lychee app, I can't know, and that's awesome. You should have given us that, DJI. Treat us better. Like, we need to talk about our relationship. The last thing is not something that I'd say is a must-have, but it would be a real huge benefit to creators, and that is if you give us onboard storage. The other day I did an assignment where they were donating a field hospital, right? And I carried the drone, I did my safe shots first, and I got aerial shots of the field hospital, which was perfect because I was able to give a proper idea of what the United States Southern Command had donated to Jamaica. It showed the size of it, the scale of it in relation to the size of people, in relation to the size of the property that they have set up as a field hospital, etc. Perfection. I get back to the office, I hand the card off to the videographer, and he ingests, and I file my pictures. Then I remember I have another assignment, which is the Heart Foundation of Jamaica, and they are actually doing a lighting of the Bob Marley statue in recognition of World Heart Day, which was like a few days ago, September the 29th, right? So I realized the time because I've been filing so much images, and I just grabbed my gear and I ran out the door, headed off to the assignment. I get there, I take my necessary pictures from cameras and from DSLR that I need with the Minister of Youth and Culture. She gets there and she greets the executive director of the Heart Foundation, and they're looking at the statue and they're talking and yada yada yada. That's all done. I get my shots. Boom, set up the drone real quickly and I hit record, and boom, message. You don't have a memory card installed, man. If I had onboard storage, I'd have been golden, because I'd have just deleted whatever was on the drone's onboard storage and then do a quick recording. Let's reiterate. We want 4K and a better recording camera. We want OcuSync for these guys to speak to each other. We want to keep the weight of the drone at that ultralight weight that we have, which is the 249 grams. We definitely don't want to make that any bigger or heavier at all. We want to keep the size of the controller small as well, so that together we have a small footprint for the device. We want active track because we know that it is possible. The guys at Lychee did it, you could have done it. And that's pretty much it, really. I still love this thing. I use it every week. I don't think one week goes by that I don't make some form of content using the drone, whether it's for myself or for the news outlet that I work for. So with that said, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, I'd like to invite you to subscribe if you found any of this information helpful. If you're already a subscriber, I'd like to invite you to hit that notification bell so that you're aware when content like this and others that will be uploaded in the next coming weeks are available. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Oh, wait. Here's a mashup of some previously recorded drone videos that I've done. I'm going to put it here, or maybe it's here. I probably don't. Maybe here. Yeah, I'm going to put it here. So you can take a look at that and enjoy.